Hey, welcome to Wanderlusting Lawyer. It's been a little while since I've made a video for you guys, and it's just frustrating for me. I have an entire notes, list on my notes app of just all my ideas of the videos that I want to do, and I just haven't been able to find, candidly, the motivation to make them. And I was thinking about why. I think I'm honestly in like this pretty big post-Camino blues period. And so I thought that would be a good topic to talk about today. And if you've been watching this channel, there's something you know about me. I hope it's that I try to be as authentic as possible and not always paint the rosiest picture when there are other sides to the story. But honestly, this Camino blues I'm going to go into, I do think is like the flip is it's such an important component of the whole Camino feelings package that it's very necessary, at least for me, but I'm just experiencing it harder than I have in the past. So I'm going to talk about that. But I don't have anything scripted. I'm just really speaking off the cuff. So if there are any awkward pauses or things like that, I hope you'll forgive me. So yeah, the Camino blues, I think the post-Camino blues, aka the return to the real world, right? So I've done three very different Caminos of three very different lengths. My first Camino, right, was the whole Camino Frances from Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port in France, and that took 34 days. So even though I was sad to be finishing, I was a little bit ready to be done. That's a long time to be walking. I had other exciting adventures on that trip, and then was going to be moving to a new city and starting a new job. So there was really only new experiences ahead. So it was kind of just like I had finished opening one present and I still had other presents to open, if that makes sense. And I also could not have told you then the call that returning to the Camino was going to have on me, and kind of the big role that this channel was going to play in my life in keeping the connection to the Camino alive. I probably would have said, maybe I'll do another route at some point, but I need time to rest. I can't imagine doing the Frances again. I've seen what there is to see. And then, it took probably 2 weeks into starting my job, and I just was dreaming of the Camino every day, reading all the Facebook groups, feeling encouraged to take this channel from just a backpack review channel to really substantive discussions on Camino topics, and just scheming a way to get back, which then, took me. I think the thing too was that was still 2018. So there were many fewer people who knew about the Camino compared to today. And, I didn't have as big of a group as I do now with other Camino YouTubers and just people I know that have done it to kind of reminisce on our experience with. So it was like just this absolute longing to get back. And then obviously COVID hit and working full time, things like that. So in 2021, I did the Camino Aragonés. Totally different experience. Saw very few other pilgrims, had a lot of fears come up with dog attacks and just being alone and things like that. So it was a wonderful experience, but I wasn't so sad for it to end because my feet were absolutely killing me. I did 9 or 10 days walking with no rest days at like averaging between 30 and 40 kilometers a day, which for me is a lot. So that was tough. I was going to then go meet up with my wife in France. I missed her. I was excited about that. So I missed the Camino after that, but it was more, instead of a sense of longing, just a sense of purpose. Like, I will get back sooner than later. I will do another path. But didn't really, again, know which one because there's always work. At least for me. And so when I was able to make the Camino Inglés work this summer, I was extremely grateful, and I'm so happy I did it. And I promise you, I have so much good content coming. And I'm gonna make it. I just need to get in the right headspace. But I gotta say, a 5-day Camino for me is like, it's almost cruel in a sense. And I say that recognizing I'm so fortunate to have been able to even just do that. And so I don't want anything I say to like take away from the gratitude that I do have. but I just longed to keep going. Like I was scheming in my head, how do I, when I get to Santiago, get transportation? I want to do the Norte. I want to just keep walking. I want to go, go, go. But I had my job waiting. I had my dog waiting. I miss my dog so much. My wife obviously as well, but it just like took over me, this feeling of really wanting to keep walking. I just was really having an enjoyable time. The Camino Inglés was a great mix of some light pilgrim company, and definitely pilgrim company at the albergues, but then some nice time walking alone for reflection as well. So for me this time, really, this is the first of the 3 Caminos that even before I was done, I had a longing to return. It wasn't enough. And I think that combined with the fact that I did the Camino earlier in the summer, for me, I was done by June. What date did I finish? 11th, 12th, something like that. And then flew home to the States. Usually I'm finishing my Caminos in mid to late July. Summer is ending. That means there are the August and September waves, but kind of back in the cycle of even if you're not a student, sort of the mindset of like, okay, August is here. It's kind of the new school year. And so the psychology of that, I didn't expect then to see everyone who's still finishing later in June, in July, now August, and especially some friends of mine like Nadine out there and Jeremiah, and it just seeing everyone's journey just makes me long to be there so much. So I need to really shift my focus from these blues to planning and excitement about what's next. If you ask me now, I'd say it's going to be the Primitivo, because I do think I could manage the 2 weeks needed for that. Of course, my dream is to work from Le Puy. I'm hoping maybe for my 40th year, my 40th birthday. That would be fun to be on the Camino. My birthday is in early May, so to be on a Camino for my 40th birthday would be cool. Yes, I'm 38. I know I don't know how that happened, but I'm just trying to enjoy life while I can, of course. But I think I'm going to be in the right mind space to be recording again pretty soon. We are taking our anniversary trip next week to California. Going to hit up some beautiful sites, I hope, and just spend a lot of time in nature, do some hiking out there, just kind of get away from the grind of the past couple of months. And yeah, I think after that, I'm going to be feeling better. I also think it's, one of those things where the thing you're avoiding is actually what will, deep down, it's what's going to bring you out of your funk, but because you don't do it, you're still in your funk. I'm kind of been in that circular stage. So I know making the videos, planning the videos, seeing everybody's comments and feedback is going to re-engage me with the community. And so I hope you guys will forgive me for this little break. I do miss you. I do miss the videos, the interaction, and everything like that. I will be back soon. I hope you're excited to learn more about the Inglés, because I think it is just a phenomenal option really for anybody, especially someone with a shorter amount of time, or who for the first time Camino just needs, maybe a little over 100 kilometers, wants to get the certificate, but doesn't want the insane crowds that you can get from Sarria. So I'm going to talk about that and do my best to, convince you guys why this is a Camino you should consider. Let me know in the comments what you've been up to this summer. Have you walked a Camino? Have you planned one? What's going on with you? Help me re-engage with the community. Like I said, I miss you guys. I'm going to be back soon. I appreciate your loyalty to this channel, always watching and giving me encouragement, and I will see you soon, guys. Buen camino.